Hey Mafia fans, I'm Joe Bustos. I'm the community manager on Mafia 3. Now, John Donovan was one of your favorite characters from Mafia 3, and that's why we're so excited to bring back this witty and clever character in our next DLC, Stones Unturned. Stones Unturned launches on May 30th, and to get more info, I'm sitting down here with the team at Hangar 13. You guys want to make a quick introduction?
Sure, I'm Carlos Sanchez. I'm the art director on Mafia 3 DLC.
I'm Bill Harms. I'm the narrative director at Hangar 13.
And I'm Ed Fowler, senior writer at Hangar 13.
Cool, so with Stones Unturned, we have this brand new conflict. Donovan spent most of his time in the main game, cooped up in a motel room helping Lincoln behind the scenes, but this time he's the one calling Lincoln for help. So what's getting him out of his motel room this time around?
So during his time in Vietnam, Donovan encounters a man named Connor Aldridge, who is very unorthodox in his methods, to say the least. The two of them come into conflict and they kind of go their separate ways. But when Aldridge shows up in New Bordeaux and basically just starts cutting a path of destruction through the city, Donovan recognizes that Aldridge represents a massive threat and he needs to be dealt with. So he reaches out to Lincoln and asks him for his help. The great thing about Aldridge is that, like Donovan, like in Donovan's mind, he's a patriot. Aldridge believes the same thing. At his core, Aldridge also feels that he's a patriot. His methodology is just pretty extreme.
Right, and you mentioned Donovan and Lincoln together again. You guys want to talk a bit about how exciting it is to have these two characters out in the field for the first time really together that we've seen?
I mean, it's awesome. We all love Donovan. The fans love Donovan. And it was really hard in the main game. Like, there were times where we were just like, oh, we just want these guys to go out and kick ass together. And in Stones Unturned, we're finally able to do that. Donovan is with you through most of this. Like, he's by your side, and Lincoln and Donovan are actually fighting Aldridge and his mercenaries together. And the great thing about that is we get to show that Donovan isn't just this desk jockey. Like, he can kick just as much ass as Lincoln, and that's something that you see across Stones Unturned.
Yeah, I mean, and part of that, that is that banter even that plays out while you're in combat. I mean, like you could be taking cover, reloading your gun, and Donovan's popping off shots, and he's also talking trash to you at the same time.
And this action that we're going to have with John Donovan and Lincoln is really going to take them throughout New Bordeaux and also into a new location. So Carlos, you want to talk a little bit about some of these new environments that we're going to see?
As the story gets a little bit more serious, we get to go to this island that is much more of a rainforest jungle, a little bit more of a mangrove feel to it. And you start to feel like you're in Vietnam without actually being in Vietnam, which is something the fans I know always wanted. The island itself is absolutely beautiful. It's got some nice set pieces to it, and I think the fans are really going to like it.
Right. Yeah, as you mentioned, this is kind of Lincoln and Donovan back together in their element, right? Do you guys want to talk a bit about some of the action that we're going to see? We've got a bunch of new tools, new gameplay, new action sequences that we're going to have. You want to talk a little bit about those things?
So on this journey, you're going up against Connor Aldridge, and Aldridge isn't just in the city by himself. He's got his own kind of mercenary army, highly trained, military guys working alongside him. And these are enemies that Lincoln and Donovan this is a level of enemies that Lincoln and Donovan haven't faced probably since Vietnam. So what does that call for? That calls for some heavy firepower. So we get, some RPGs in there. We get, a new sniper service in there. And one of the most enjoyable experiences I've had playing through it is the new turrets, and specifically the ones that are on the turret trucks. And it's just this really visceral, great, exciting experience as you're busting through and seeing trucks exploding all across the road, and Donovan swerving, and you guys yelling back and forth to each other. It's really fun.
Thanks everyone for watching. Having just played this DLC, I can tell you it's a ton of fun. It's really action-packed, and it's full of great moments with Lincoln and Donovan. Stones Unturned releases on May 30th, and again, as a quick reminder, you can purchase all of these DLCs individually or as part of our value-priced season pass. Now, for more details in the weeks to come, please follow us at Mafia Game on social media, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.